Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run it for the 1st time with Alvin Kamara. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the 1st time with Mark Ingram. Open space inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chandler Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Play clock winding down. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Flanner. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson, 32 yards. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
that. Super toe.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
No. Check. Patriot. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board. Happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demario Davis able to get him for a loss of about 3. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Back down in that belly. Here we go.
to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you on to Orlando. Larry, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this Wildcard game as we get you back to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Meredith right side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit.
The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. look to throw. Flushed out right. That one caught. It's Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down following the incompletion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chandler Jones in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done. They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. 52. Now let's go. Back to Detroit. No. Here we go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Nelson. 20. 10. Touchdown. Cardinals. J.J. Nelson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. So the offense lining up first and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Back now here on EA Sports. They go to Johnson again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got a new one. 23 yards on the play. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Ken Crawley. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll escape to his right. He may try and run for this. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. David Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Past the 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and we'll do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go now. Green, 36. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glenn.